What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Tuesday at 11:40 p.m. and this is a topic I've wanted to get off my big, hairy, lovely chest for a while. And that is the rumor going around about Sony implementing keycodes into their new PlayStation 3 games. Now, before I jump into the Sony keycode topic, I just want to let everyone know I enjoy all platforms of gaming. I enjoy PC gaming, console gaming, portable console gaming, so on and so forth. I think gaming is gaming. It's all entertainment at the end of the day. But I do have my beefs with PC gaming. A perfect example is I was going to run a Metro 2033 benchmark on my new video card, and of course Metro 2033 didn't like the new physics drivers, so I tried the old physics drivers and those didn't work either. Don't get me going on that, that's a whole different rant, but those are the things that piss me off about PC gaming. But the thing I will say about PC gaming is that because of things like Steam, it is going in the right direction. Let me tell you a quick story. So I moved from my old apartment in Poughkeepsie, New York, and I moved to a different place, and I had both Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. Now, because they were registered with Steam, that I had them in my Steam profile. I lost the discs. I actually bought the games from Target. And when I reinstalled Steam, when I reinstalled my operating system, when I moved, all I had to do was download Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 because the games were registered to my profile and Steam just automatically had them there ready to download. That's a beautiful thing about Steam. The other thing about Steam too is that it does silent updates like the consoles. If you have your, when I'm not home, I have my computer on and I'll be out and I'll come home and I'll see that, you know, Left 4 Dead 2 was updated or Metro 2033 when it was working was updated, and other games too that I have like Dead Rising 2 gets automatic updates. That's beautiful. I'll come home and the game will be ready to go with fresh updates and it'll stabilize itself. That's fantastic. Now, generally, still to this day, I prefer console gaming, not because the graphics are superior, because they're not, but because it's convenient. You come home from work or whatever you're doing, your girlfriend's sleeping, so on and so forth, whatever's going on in your life, you pop in a disc and you play a damn game on a console. Plus, the community's bigger, so on and so forth. It's just consoles, if you just want to plug them in and play, usually, at least as of now, they are the more convenient format to go for. And that's why, in most cases, I prefer them, even with the benefits of PC gaming. But have you noticed lately that the tides are starting to turn? Nowadays, every time I put a game in my 360 or my PS3, there's always updates. And unlike the PC, they're not silent updates. Like Steam just updates in the background. When you put a game in, you have to do the update right then and there, wait for it, have the system restart, so on and so forth, then you could play the game. And the PS3, it seems like a much more tedious task than it is on the 360. There's also OS updates for the 360 and PS3. They're becoming more PC-like, which I understand they're more powerful consoles than the previous generations, but it's starting to take away from the convenience factor, and that's my concern, and that's what this whole rant is about. So I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's common knowledge now, but a bunch of hardcore hackers hacked the code of the PS3 to the point that they could actually trick the system into thinking their hacked software is legit licensed Sony software. So Sony turned around, and there's this big rumor going around that future games are going to have key codes like PC games. That to me is a pile of shit for a couple reasons. First off, Sony, they already cracked your system once. Do you think they're not going to find a workaround for you putting key codes with games? Secondly, if you implement key codes, you are taking away virtually all of the convenience of having a console. The reason that people pick consoles is because they don't have to deal even with basic shit like putting in key codes. Do you know how many friends I have that have gaming consoles? They have 360s and they have PS3s that they'll lose the box of the game they just purchased in like a week, and they'll have the disc on top of their TV like upside down or on their desk somewhere. you expect them to keep a flimsy piece of paper, the instruction manual with a key code in it. And what happens if their console dies? Then they're going to have to go through all the BS of trying to get the code renewed and so on and so forth. Now, I know they're going to have the ability to use the code like 5 times, but you're asking them to deal with PC issues. Pretty much, if you put key codes in, the only benefit to having a console is that the hardware is going to have a unified architecture, so you won't deal with compatibility issues like you can on a PC. That's it. Everything else, you're going to have to deal with the same headaches that you deal with on a PC. And on top of it, if it's a multi-plat, it's not an exclusive game, it's going to be inferior on the console. The graphics and the whole experience is going to be better on the PC. So you're asking for the same headache with a crappier experience? Wow. You need to really rethink this whole key code idea, because if you don't, I have a feeling you're going to be in very deep trouble. It's not a good idea. But hey, I'm not Dionne Warwick. Maybe this will work out well for them. What do you think? Do you think this is a very bad business move for Sony, or do you think it's a genius idea? Leave comments, post a video response. Let me know how you feel about this. Anyway, guys, this is Rich of The Verdict. Make sure you thumbs up and favorite this video, and once again, thank you so much for your support. Have a good one.